Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome all to the March meeting of the Murfreesboro Parks and Recreation Commission. And as it's our custom to do, we'll start this off with a prayer and a pledge, and the pledge, and ask Dr. Gloria Bonner to lead us in those.
Okay, thank you so much. Please join me in prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for your ennobling grace and for the opportunity to put service above self. May we be guided by your word, encouraged by your faithfulness, and strengthened by your powerful love. These and other blessings we ask in your Son's name. Amen. Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Dr. Bonner. And speaking of putting a service before self, I'd like to call on Councilman Bill Shacklett to give us some information here.
Well, this will come as no surprise to anybody that has known Dr. Bonner for any length of time. She has so many friends in our community, and she has touched so many lives in our community and made such a big difference. A week from tomorrow at noon over at MTSU, the American Red Cross chapter here, Heart of Tennessee chapter, is going to recognize Dr. Bonner as our hometown hero for this year. And if anybody qualifies unequivocally to wear that label of hometown hero, it would be Dr. Gloria Bonner. So if you would, I just wanted you to be aware of that, and we can give her a round of applause for that.
Thank you, Bill, and double thank you, Dr.
Thank
Bonner.
you.
Thank you for all your service in the community.
I'm grateful.
Going on and on.
I'm grateful.
In your words, I think you like to use the extraordinary word, and you are an extraordinary person. So, thank you. Okay, to kick things off, do we have anybody here to make any public comments or comment on anything from the community? I don't think we had anybody sign up, so okay, we're good there. And first item on the agenda, let's look at the minutes from our last meeting. And once we do so, I'll entertain a motion that we accept those.
I move approval of the minutes from the previous meeting.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Mitzi, you call roll, please, ma'am.
Isn't that hard? Dr. Bonner,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye?
Mr. Montgomery,
Aye.
Mr. Roediger,
Aye.
Mr. Shacklett,
Aye.
Mr. Seiler, Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Okay, thank you. And Rachel, we've got some new employees to introduce, huh?
We do. I am privileged to be up here and to introduce our new natural resource manager. Her name is Caitlin May, and she is coming to us from Indiana, relocated here in Middle Tennessee, so we're really thankful that she accepted this position. She comes with a lot of experience and knowledge. She's got a degree in wildlife biology and conservation from Ball State University, and she has worked at Carmel City Parks and Recreation. So fellow Parks and Rec, we're happy to have that experience. And then most recently, she was at the Indianapolis Zoo as the volunteer coordinator. And now she's here filling this role. She's got big shoes to fill, and she's doing a fabulous job already. She brings a great skill set, and I've just been super impressed with her. So this is Caitlin May. I want to let her have a couple of words with you to introduce herself a little more fully.
Hi everyone, as Rachel mentioned, my name is Caitlin. I'm new not only to the city but also to Tennessee as well, so I'm super excited to be here. My background, as Rachel mentioned a little bit of, is in the management of wildlife, natural resources, and volunteers in a Parks and Recreation context. So I'm super excited to be here and getting to join the natural resources team and getting to be a part of a lot of our ongoing projects and upcoming projects. So I'm excited to see all of you more in the future and hopefully be able to update you about some of the exciting things that we have going on.
That's awesome. Anybody have any questions for Caitlin? We like that smiling face. We're proud to have you with us, and such a cool place to work out there. You'll have plenty of wildlife to look after. So, yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. Okay, next item on the agenda. Nate, got a financial report for us for a few months?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is fiscal year 25. This would be the 6-month report for us. Bringing these just to keep you all updated where we stand. We just submitted our budget for initial review for fiscal year 26. So we just started that process internally, which will start in July. So we feel like we're performing well. Our staff is working hard to continue to create new programs, events, and make our facilities a place where people desire to come, and that shows. So any questions you have, again, this is just a 6-month recap of where we stand financially.
Nate, I think you said things have been over the top busy here.
Yeah, we constantly strive to improve and add more. I think I told you a statistic. Within 26 hours of opening camps on March 1st, we're basically over 90% full with our camp registration. We brought in right at $93,000 within 26 hours. So
Incredible.
a lot of camps, a lot of new and innovative things that our staff is working hard, and I think that's showing the desire. So we do create wait lists for the camps that are full, and then sometimes we're able to add some more on and accommodate as many as we can.
Any questions on the financial statement for Nate? Everything looks good. Thank you, Nate. Next item on the agenda, Susan Hicks. Plein Air.
Plein air events.
Okay.
So Cultural Arts has been providing plein air events for the past few years. These events, we hire an outside instructor, and they come to a park and we paint what we see under the tutelage of that instructor, and usually in the style of that instructor, in an outdoor atmosphere. So we've been doing these, as I said, for a few years, and it's just becoming a little cost prohibitive for us to continue because materials have risen, and we've done it for free. And we usually provide the canvas and the paints because we all share them. And what we're asking is the ability to charge for these plein air events, $25 per person, to cover the cost of the oils and the canvases and some of our tactile equipment that we will use, or supplies that we'll use during this event. We usually host between 4 and 8 each summer, and they're usually attended by 10 to 12 people each. Do you have any questions?
Seems like $25 is a low enough fee for that, for what they get. So, any questions for Susan on this new fee? Not out. Okay, have approval. And a second. Mitzi, if you'll take roll.
Dr. Bonner,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye.
Mr. Montgomery,
Aye.
Mr. Roediger,
Aye.
Mr. Shacklet,
Aye.
Mr. Seiler, Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Motion is approved. And Susan, you're still up. I got to admit, this next one, kind of when I was reading up on it, kind of caught my eye a little bit. So,
Well, we are so excited about this program. The teenagers have been asking for this for years. We just haven't been able to find a certified instructor that could come in and teach the kids safely. So this is a stage combat class that we want to offer. It's a 4-week class, 1 hour a week, and it'll be held at Patterson Park in the exercise room upstairs. So what our kids learn through the stage combat is how to fake fight on stage and how not to get hurt while we're doing it and how to take that punch and have the reaction and fall back, all in a very safe environment. And it teaches the kids how to make the noise, how to make the movement, and how to portray a convincing fight on stage between two characters. And this is all hand in hand with what we do in the theater. It's a great opportunity for our teenagers to kind of experience this. It's a very specialized kind of field, and it allows them to play around in a little bit before they get to college if this is what their career goals are. So we have been very fortunate to be able to have a teacher that can come in and teach this class for us. We would like to charge $50 for the 4-week course, and those fees will cover the instructor and help us kind of facilitate that within the theater community.
How much attendance do you think it'll be well attended?
So we do have a cap on it just to make sure things are safe in the room. So it'll be 10 to 12 kids. And we have had a lot of interest shown already. It's really fun. It's a lot of physical activity, and they really enjoy it.
And on Friday nights too, so it'll be something for them to look forward to kick their weekend off. So that's pretty cool.
Mr. Chairman, if you want, Thomas and Rachel are ready to demonstrate.
Okay, yeah.
So you see,
I was wondering where you got your instructor. Was that come out of drama, or did it come out of?
It's theater. It's a theater skill, and I think our instructor is an MTSU instructor, so I think we pulled from that resource. I'm not 100% positive on that, but he is in the theater world, and I do think there's an association with MTSU.
Okay, great. Sounds exciting.
Any other questions? If not, I'll entertain a motion.
Move for approval.
Have a motion and a second. Mitzi, if you'll take our roll.
Dr. Bonner?
Aye.
Mr. Miller?
Aye.
Mr. Montgomery?
Aye.
Mr. Roediger?
Aye.
Mr. Shacklet?
Aye.
Mr. Seiler?
Aye.
Mr. Wright?
Aye.
Okay,
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Is that all for you, Susan?
Yes, it
Pretty short day for you. Yeah. Thank you. So next item on the agenda, Nate, you've got some fee adjustments we need to talk about.
yes, Mr. Chairman, we've been laying this foundation and trying to kind of prep for this for several months now. As you know, the cost of us being able to offer what we have and be able to clean the things we have, it just gets more and more expensive. We haven't adjusted these fees since 2017. We took a pretty comprehensive approach to this. And I will say this on the front end, we will be coming back to you with specific program and event adjustments, but we wanted to get kind of these 3 categories all together and then move from there, just like we do the regular, our routine meetings. So what we did is we really did a deep dive into Metro Nashville's, Chattanooga's, Williamson County, Franklin, and Knoxville to look and assess what fees are and see where we are in the market. Most importantly, we wanted to make sure we were covering our cost of what it took to maintain these things, so the actual cost that it takes to turn over a pavilion, the man hours and that type of thing, and then to staff the pool for lifeguards and our whole aquatics and operations staff. So we want to make sure we're at least covering the cost to do so. So these are our new proposed fees. You have in a spreadsheet attached. We focused on Borough Beach, our admission for Sportscom and Patterson, and then pavilions. So after a lot of time working on it, I feel like this is really the best way to move forward. If you have any specific questions, we'll be able to answer those. Kyle Goss is our aquatic superintendent. He really did a lot of research in the Borough Beach comparative, so he's glad to answer any questions you might have. And I will also mention, financial assistance still does apply. So even though the fees are going up, we annually give away somewhere around $500,000 worth of financial assistance for those who aren't able to pay. So nobody's ever turned away from admissions or programs or events for their inability to pay.
Really good, really good. Well, these look like minimum increases, especially since last time was 2017, I think. We looked at it.
Yeah, anywhere between, 5 to 20% in some of these. The daily admission is going up sometimes 30, 40%, but I think, like we've said, the cost of just operating, Borough Beach has increased dramatically. So we do need to at least make it revenue neutral. And you'll see, we do have the resident discount on most of the things except for the daily admission items, because that's almost impossible if you're going to Borough Beach to prove residency on a single day.
I'm looking at the Borough Beach season pass.
Yes, sir.
You seniors, so is it correct that the current the discounted price is $250? Am I looking at it right? And then proposed, so there's no change there? Or is that probably maybe need to be bumped up a little bit?
Yeah, that might have been a mistake in the spreadsheet.
Okay.
And I can come back.
Well, no, it's probably just, be $25 or $20 or
Yeah.
something, yeah.
I want to ask Kyle if you can go back and look. Do you remember what that price was from the family pass for the city resident discount?
Sure, I had in there to leave that the same for the city residents to kind of incentivize them to use our
Okay.
passes and provide them a better value and get them greater access to the facilities.
Okay. All right, sound like a plan.
Well, I do have a comment. You know, like on the Borough Beach daily admission for adult, it's $2 away from 100% increase. You know, rather than wait 7-8 years to do it, I think a gradual increase would probably be, the public would appreciate that a little more.
Yeah, that's something we discussed, and I appreciate that comment. We haven't adjusted fees at Borough Beach
Same time, 2017.
2017. So what we need to do is look at, a percentage increase and forecast that each year, instead of going up 80% in some of those, but maybe incrementally adjust as needed.
I know if it was my property taxes, I'd probably be protesting. But I understand, especially when you compare it to what other Parks and Recreation departments are doing.
I think specifically with Borough Beach, our pride is on safety. We have a great aquatic staff. Kyle can give some insight into just a routine day as far as how many lifeguards, how much staff does it take to operate Borough Beach for just safety reasons?
So Borough Beach, on a daily, we'll have 22, 23 lifeguards a day. On Fridays, that number shoots up to about 30, so we can accommodate private rentals as well. That's excluding a lot of times the admissions and concession staff, which is about an additional 10 people.
Oh, my goodness.
So then you have, our Kyle and our aquatics coordinators are full-time staff. So there's a lot that goes into operating that, and we just won't compromise safety.
Understood. Any other questions? Do I have a motion that we,
Can I mention one more thing?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, I failed to mention this, but the proposed fees would go into effect on May 24th, 2025 for Borough Beach. And then everything else would go into effect at the beginning of our fiscal year, which is July 1st, 2025.
okay? Any other questions or comments? Do I have a motion that we accept these fees increase?
Make a motion. Make a motion.
Have a motion? Charlie? Second from Kent. All in favor? Mitzi, you take roll, please, ma'am.
Dr. Bonner,
Aye.
Mr. Miller,
Aye?
Mr. Montgomery,
Aye.
Mr. Roediger,
Aye.
Mr. Shacklet,
Aye.
Mr. Seiler, Mr. Wright.
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. Thank you so much. Okay, Lynn, how are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Great, great. I know you probably got a bunch for us.
We've got some exciting stuff, yes, especially since it's been a little while since we've been here and made an update. So I wanted to kind of go and do a quick recap for you for what's been happening. In January, we did our Plunge into Fitness event, which, if you remember, one of our most popular events is our Polar Plunge. And we kind of switched that up and revamped it a little bit and really kind of fed into the whole fitness and all the different classes and things that we offer. Came together with both Sportscom and Patterson Park working together to offer all that. And it was our first time doing this, and it was a really big success. We had a great time. Still did the plunge. Thomas and Bart still both jumped in and enjoyed that cold water plunge and all the benefits to that. So that was great. Also had our daddy-daughter dance, and that's a picture I put up on there for you guys to see. We had about 140 people attend this year, which was great. So we had a lot of really positive feedback, and that's one of our favorite community events that we do offer. Perform Murfreesboro just recently did their Frog and Toad Kids performance, and that was sold out every night. So they do fabulous with that, and they're already working on their next play. That's exciting. And then also our African American Cultural Celebration, which is something that we partner with city schools. We had that at the end of February, and that was another great and well-attended event. So those were just a few of the things that we recently had. And then now we like to say we've got a lot of great things happening here with Murfreesboro Parks and Rec. I'm sure most of you know, but we've got a couple really big new projects that are on the horizon, and we're really excited about them. Wanted to let you know that we've got the groundbreaking information. So for Patterson Park Community Center on Tuesday, March 18th at 10 a.m., you're all invited to that, and we're going to do the groundbreaking for that. That's for the outdoor improvements that we're having taking place at Patterson, which will be the new splash pad, the playground, and then the additional parking spaces. So we are really excited about that. And then, of course, the Veterans Park groundbreaking. It's going to be on Friday, March 28th at 10 a.m., and we hope everybody can come out for that, and we will be breaking ground for that. Really excited to get that project going and get that moving. A couple of other events that we have coming up. One of them is the Take a Walk in the Park Day. That's a national day. That's on March 29th, and we're going to be doing that out at Barfield and just really encouraging the community to come out. It's kind of the first time we're doing this, but kind of want to get a count on how many people come out, use our parks, and enjoy that day. And that's going to be from sunrise to sunset, and we'll have lots of different activities taking place. Another exciting thing we have coming up is our season open house at Cannonsburg, and that's going to be on Saturday, April 5th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And this is something new that we're doing just to kind of really invite the community to come out, walk around Cannonsburg. We're going to have food trucks, live demonstrations, music. We still have Pioneer Days, which is at the end of the month, and that's really when we have our vendors come out and the kind of the crafts and vendors, and you walk through all that. But this is just going to be a different day that's free to invite the community out to come and enjoy. So those are just a few of the things that we've got going on. Any questions?
That's more than a few.
And we have lots more. Follow us on murfreesboroparks.com and all our social media. We have everything else that's happening.
Thank you, Lynn.
Thank
Very
you.
good.
Make a quick comment. I did see the park story, I believe on Channel 4, about the park opening with pictures and everything. It was a good story, so good job.
Good.
Whoever got that out.
Good. Thank you.
I will say with our parks, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission, we do have 3 large capital projects that are about to start later this month, in early April for the ball field project. But Old Fort Park, we do have a contract underway to improve that ball field at the front of the park, and then redo lighting, and then also correct the parking issues that we have, and then stormwater as well. So Patterson Park, as Lynn mentioned, and then Veterans Park came in under budget, which we're thankful for and excited to get all 3 of those projects rolling.
That's awesome, Nate. So we're blessed to have so much going on, and we're blessed to have the staff that we have, and thank you guys for all y'all do, because it's a bunch, and there's a lot of citizens and a lot of kids that are taken care of, so thank you. Thomas, I know you got Miracle Field is getting ready to gear up before long.
Starts up the first weekend in April, and it'll run through April and May, so come out any Saturday and enjoy some great baseball.
Yeah. Even if you don't go, you need to go out there, but even if you don't go by, you can ride by and see Thomas out there pitching. So he's got the, as I always say, he's got the biggest smile out there. So that's a lot going on. Don, you said the golf course is real busy right now, and everything's running smooth there.
Everything's good. We are staying extremely busy, and that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Course is in good shape.
Great. That's awesome to hear. That is awesome. Is there any other business to come in front of the commission, or any other comments y'all would like to make? If not, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.